Hi everyone. You may be new to Zeetim or just starting to hear about our company, so this video will help introduce you to who we are and what we do. Zeetim is a software vendor deeply rooted in the world of virtualization and end-user computing. The company was founded in 2010, but product development began well before that under our sister company, who is a system integrator. Through our work, we have gained a great deal of insight into the world of virtual apps, desktops, and workspaces, and have identified ways to bring about innovation in the form of software solutions. Zeetim has a presence in 3 continents in the US, covering North America, Europe, out of France, as well as in the Middle East, out of Dubai. Our team is made up of certified virtualization engineers, allowing us to always interact with customers in meaningful ways. Over the years, we have acquired customers in numerous verticals, but at the end of the day, as long as a company has some kind of desktop or cloud app or desktop technology in place, they can benefit from what Zeetim has to offer. At Zeetim, our intent is to make virtual workspace setups foolproof. All of our products stem from real-world needs, and we've boiled today's customer requirements down to 3 pillars: security, management overhead, and user experience and adoption. This is what guides our focus, and our intention is to keep working on these. It also echoes the many customer surveys on customer priorities. Many people start the discussion with us comparing us to thin client vendors, and while we do have a full endpoint offering, we do other things which touch the overall user experience, including access, authentication, and performance. To date, we've developed several products, and some of the core platforms that we work alongside are Citrix, VMware Horizon, Microsoft RDS and WVD, as well as Nutanix Frame. ZeeTerm and ZeeTransformer make up our endpoint or thin client offering. ZeeTerm is made up of a secure operating system and a management tool, and ZeeTransformer is the software to convert any PC into a ZeeTerm secure endpoint or thin client. We also provide a thin client on USB option from which users can boot their devices. For security, we have ZVault and ZeeOTP. ZVault is a secure USB which stores user credentials, including in-session passwords, and ZeeOTP is a multi-factor authentication offering. Finally, ZeePrint addresses one of the most common challenges, which is printing. These solutions can be bundled to make up our ZeeEdge offering: one vendor, one point of support, all via a company speaking the same language and dedicated to end-user computing. Let's dive into each product. First, we have ZeeTerm, which is comprised of an endpoint operating system and a central management tool. We have developed an ultra-secure Linux-based operating system called ZeeOS. This operating system is purpose-built for remote apps and desktops and supports a variety of protocols, including Citrix, ICA HDX, RDP, BLAST, PC over IP, and HTML5. The OS is also optimized for video and audio, so users needing to use Zoom or Microsoft Teams or WebEx in their workspace sessions will have no issues. For security reasons, the OS is read-only and can only be configured using the management tool. Any software application on the OS is run in a completely segregated fashion, and admin controls are given to manage how the packages are handled when the system starts. We call any device running our ZeeOS operating system a ZeeTerm. We are hardware agnostic, and any PC can be loaded with ZeeOS and transformed into a ZeeTerm. We do also supply a hardware device which we feel is fit for 95% of use cases and very much future-proof. Our aim is to provide a hardware agnostic and software-defined operating system. So long as you have a PC, you will be able to repurpose it using ZeeTransformer. There's also the option to create a USB from which users can boot from. The process to convert a PC takes approximately 5 minutes, and any end user can easily be instructed to do this. You create a USB via a one-step process, and then use that USB to either boot from or load the ZeeOS operating system on the device of choice. Once devices are running the operating system, they have all the benefits that a ZeeTerm can bring. They will be managed via the same complementary ZeeConf management tool. We have many customers who run both hardware devices from us and repurposed devices. And standardizing with one easy operating system has really simplified their IT operation. Licensing is also very favorable as it is based on concurrent devices with a central licensing server. What admins really love about the overall endpoint solution is ZeeConf, as it is simple and greatly reduces the management overhead of endpoints. ZeeConf allows you to achieve a zero-touch deployment of all endpoints. Even if users are outside of the LAN, with ZeeConf Gateway, admins can still securely access remote devices to configure, monitor, or remote control. ZeeConf is built with multi-tenancy in mind, so larger environments and MSPs can make it easier to manage separate groups and customers. There can also be varying admin privileges. With ZeeConf, admins have great visibility of the devices running. ZeeConf is complementary and comes with all ZeeTerm devices. Again, ZeeTerm is any device running ZeeOS operating system. ZeePrint is a solution meant to optimize printing, make printing easier to manage, and alleviate all issues related to printing in virtual workspaces. ZeePrint makes printing operations smooth as there is no longer a need to have drivers everywhere. With ZeePrint, printer drivers are virtualized and print jobs are compressed up to 30 times using way less bandwidth and removing any adverse effects on the user sessions. ZeePrint can handle any kind of printing scenario, including printing from mobile devices, Linux or Macs. One increasingly popular use case is the removal of print servers and centralizing printer management. ZeePrint also provides visibility and reporting around the print jobs. We built ZeeOTP for customers that did not have MFA in place. The solution is simple, follows all security standards, and can be delivered on-prem or via the cloud. The solution is highly available using 3 virtual appliances which can be situated in different locations. The authentication means range from push notifications to software tokens via mobile app, SMS, email, browser plugins, or physical tokens. The solution also comes with a management tool allowing insight into user activities. Finally, ZeeKey is a USB key which can act as a secure vault storing user credentials. The purpose of ZeeKey is to give users a simple experience accessing their workspace. This USB has a proprietary chip which encrypts all of the data stored inside. The USB cannot be copied and it cannot be used with any device other than the one or ones it is assigned to. Admins can choose to add a PIN code for users to use to access their workspace. When the user plugs in the USB, this workspace is launched and the credentials are automatically loaded. At this point, the user would put a PIN to access the session, similar to putting a debit card into an ATM. When the user removes the USB, the session is immediately disconnected with absolutely no lag. The user can then pick up from another location or device with the same exact access experience. Users no longer have to remember passwords, and admins no longer have to constantly request for password resets. With hybrid work, ZeeKey helps standardize the approach for virtual workspace access from the office to the home or really anywhere. I hope that this was a good intro into ZeeTeam. If you have any questions, our team is ready to support you. And if you'd like to test these technologies, go to the trial page on www.zeeteam.com. Any questions can also be emailed to contact@zeeteam.com.